segment brought to you by Republic National Distributing Company. If it's fun, we're doing it right.
Doing it right.
And they do it right at Republic National Distributing. One of our favorite places to tell people to go in South Florida is called Schneebly's Redlands Winery and Brewery. If you don't know about this place and you love food, wine, or just travel, or just South Florida, you'll enjoy it. We're pleased to be joined by the owner, Peter Schneebly. Peter, welcome. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
It's
good
been
to
years.
see you again. It has been a little while.
It's so good to see you.
It's in the Redlands, and it's one of the most beautiful places you're going to find.
Oh my gosh, beautiful tasting room, unbelievable tasting room.
Can you please explain how this all happened?
Yeah.
Well, I'll try to give you the real quick version of it, of course. I grew up in the Finger Lakes in New York State, and so I worked in the vineyard since I was 13. So I grew up around wineries. I saw the winery start, the boutique winery start, and one of my good friends, when I moved to Florida, because I hated the winters. You know, I'm from Buffalo and lived in all those places, and you know, I had enough of that. So when I moved down here, I thought I got away from it, and I was doing tropical fruit for a living and selling it. And my friend Bill Wagner came down. He goes, "Why don't you start making wine out of your lychee nuts?" And I was like, "I didn't know you can make wine out of anything other than grapes." He goes, "Grapes are a fruit, and lychees are a fruit." He goes, "Nobody in the world that I know of is making lychee wine." And that's how it started. So that started back in 2002.
And how many varietals of fruit wines do you make?
I think we've got probably about 30 different versions of it.
And vegetables too, right? You make
No.
with no.
Avocado is a fruit.
You said
It
really?
is.
Well, you see, tell the story about how you started making avocado wine, because this was unusual. I mean, you needed to find a way to, because you couldn't ship all of it, you needed to make something.
Well, you know, we grow so many avocados in South Florida.
Right.
We're really famous for these beautiful big avocados.
Right, which we're going to try in a minute.
The Florida avocado.
Right.
And what happens, we were throwing away 40,000 pounds of avocados because they had a little bit of give to them. There was nothing wrong with them, but they had a little give, and that was my produce company. So I said, you know, what are we going to do with all this fruit? And I said, you know, guacamole, and the answer was, even though we set the Guinness Book of World Record for the largest guacamole, I was like, I don't want to do that for a no.
Right.
So I said, wine? And then I thought about dandelion wine and how you make dandelion wine. And dandelion has no sugar. It only has acidity. Well, avocados don't have sugar. They have acidity because they have flavor.
Right.
So the main thing people don't understand is it isn't mostly about sugar. Sugar converts to alcohol. But the acidity is unique to the fruit.
Right.
And so with avocado, there's a slight acidity that comes out in the wine. And not all avocados make good wine. Just like not all grapes make good wine.
Right.
So
I know, it surprises people that know a lot about winemaking.
And I've tried the Schneebly avocado wine, and to me it tastes like a Sauvignon Blanc.
It does.
Right.
Who would have thought?
I never thought it. I was surprised. You've brought some great things.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because you've got a brewery, you've got a winery, and you've got a restaurant there too.
We started Miami Brewing Company in 2011. We were the first commercial brewery in South Florida, which I had no idea that was the case, that we didn't have any. And so we started back in 2011. It's called Miami Brewing Company. It's actually in the back half.
Started a trend.
We started a trend. Well,
did.
It was a trend that was rolling this way, and we were the first ones.
Yay.
And we have fun because we were putting fruit in the beers. And people made fun of us because we were doing that. Now, they made fun of us when we were putting fruit in the wine.
Right.
So I'm used to people making fun of us.
And that did pretty well, by the way.
Yeah, and now the biggest trend in craft beer is putting tropical fruit in beer.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. So
You
we're
started
just a
it
little
all.
bit ahead of the curve.
You're ahead of your time.
What is in this? What is in this?
Oh, this
beer?
is probably the most unique beer that we've ever made. So this is a shark bait base, which is a wheat-based beer.
Right.
And then what we did is we add lychee, which we grow ourselves, and we added habanero pepper.
All right, let's try this. Do you grow habanero as well?
No, we do have friends that grow them though.
Okay.
So we don't grow necessarily everything.
Right. But you have
grow many
access
of
to it
them, yes.
in a close area. Now, if you're wondering where they're located, they're on 217th Avenue in Homestead. And there's signs everywhere. You'll be able to find it easily. The restaurant is terrific. And it's
the
one of the
Redlander.
most, the Redlander.
Yep.
It's one of the most fun things that I've ever done was to go to Schneebly's. Go down there, try their beer, try their wine, eat in their restaurant. It really is terrific. And so if you've got people coming from out of town.
And Homestead as an area is just gorgeous to visit.
Plus you're
anyway,
also supporting the farmer of South
farmers.
Florida, which we love and enjoy.
Yeah.
And I think it's important too.
This looks good.
Peter and Denise have been living and working in South Florida for 37 years. It's hard to believe.
Time flies.
It does, doesn't it?
I can tell with the hair.
Yeah, well, you don't tell me about that, Peter. Cheers.
Cheers.
Brenda.
Cheers.
So, lychee
Cheers.
habanero beer.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's terrific. It really is very good. See, I like the habanero. It just gives you a little bit of a kick.
That.
Isn't that wild?
I'm not a beer drinker, so I'm always surprised when I like
So
a
lychee gives
beer.
you a little bit of that sweetness? and then a habanero gives you that little bit of tang.
Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
but it's smooth. It doesn't
It
have
is.
any like hard edges.
Well, habanero is
which
a
I
great
like.
pepper.
Peter, we're running a little bit out of time, so if you
Okay.
can go ahead and try that wine.
Absolutely.
I want
This
to
is
give you
our
hours, too.
This is our brand new wine. This is our passion fruit rosé.
Ooh, this looks so
And
pretty.
Rosé is a very famous, very popular wine. And so what we decided to do was take our passion fruit, we fermented it with the skins, which we've never done before.
It's beautiful color.
And
It's great nose
For
to
those
it, too.
listening, it's like a baby pink,
yeah,
soft pink color.
Isn't that wild?
Which is beautiful.
Oh, Peter, that's wonderful.
thank you.
No, I really like this one. This is the Passion Rosé, made of passion fruit.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Florida
I
passion
like
fruit.
Isn't that delicious?
It's light, but the acidity of the passion fruit is unique to any fruit in the world.
Perfect for South Florida. Perfect for weddings and showers.
Yes, all those kinds of
And
things.
all of those kinds of
We
things.
do a lot of
It's
weddings and showers.
Peter, give us your
beautiful.
hours for everything. You know, when you open, when you close. What about the restaurant?
The restaurant is open Thursday through Sunday. So Thursday and Sunday our hours are noon to 5. Then on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays we're actually open from noon. I mean Fridays and Saturdays we're open from noon to 11.
It's Schneebly's Redlands Winery and Brewery. Wonderful restaurant too, Peter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Peter, thank
Cheers.
you,
Back
and
with more.
congratulations.
Go right
Thanks for
after this.
inviting me.
Yay.